and welcome to the next character in the long line of characters taking on the high score challenge. Today, and for the rest of this next 2 weeks, we'll be working with Arica. Now, Arica is an interesting one, because Arica can actually... She is able to do a lot of stealing and a lot of getting good resources, and hopefully she'll be able to do that to bad people, so we won't take any of the morality penalties to any of the scores. And hopefully also she'll be able to do it without getting hurt, which means using up valuable resources. Because as we know from Anton's playthrough, if you get stuck in a situation where you are sick and unable to go out to get stuff, you then kind of just spiral towards the end. As again, the rules are, as such, the 30 days, middle winter, and the severity is kind of moderate. Also, we've got the same maps as Anton had, so make it fair. However, we may end up with a different map. I'm not sure if we have done, or this is the same map again. I think this is the same map again. No, it's not the same map again. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff for Anton to do, for Arica to do today. Oh, what was that? Did I just see? Big bonus to start with, just getting these lockpicks. But anyway, let's get going. Start grabbing everything. She's slightly sick to begin with. Okay, that's manageable, actually. I can manage with being slightly sick. Cool. So I think the main thing for Arica is going to be us trying to go and steal things. I don't think we're going to be doing what Anton did and focusing too much on the stuff you can do here. Although, remember, by the end of the playthrough, you do want to be able to stay home a lot. So that could be a bit of a tricky one. Maybe if we have an outbreak of crime, we do stay home and guard, because Arica's not a bad guard. So she should be able to do quite a lot of the hard work when it comes to that. And we won't be injured as much, especially if we can start to build up the defences of the house. That is something that we should happen a bit better in this playthrough than the previous one. Very nice. Okay, so we've got some resources now. Let's try and make ourselves the metal workshop, because then we can get the shovel and we can get the crowbar and we can save our lockpicks for when we're trying to break into places. To be honest, this could be quite good. And remember, we are allowed to kill people. That doesn't add to our score, but the benefits we get from that could add to our score. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm recording this one before Anton's comes out, so I will be gathering some opinions of that as it goes on. But for now, we're sticking with everything. By the time we get to the end, we may have made a few changes, but who knows. Cool, so we're going to get that set up. I do want to try and maybe be a bit frugal in what I actually grab from here, but from what I remember from Anton is you do lose some stuff from raids if people raid and you haven't cleared your house yet. So getting through absolutely everything is quite nice, although of course if things are behind rubble and stuff it may not disappear. So let us have a go at this. You should be able to relock cabinets and things. That should be a defensive mechanism of some description. Let's grab ourselves a shovel so we can at least get through all this stuff, and then a crowbar and grab as much as we can. I think Arica could be a strong contender. Dark horse maybe. Obviously, everyone thinks that Boris and Roman are probably going to win this. Well, at least that's my opinions. If you do have your own opinions, drop it in the comments. But I think Arica could also be a dark horse. I think she could come in at the end and end up with like amazing amounts of scores based on random things that I haven't even thought about. And let's get the crowbar. I'm not going to be using the crowbar as much as other characters because obviously we're not going loud and when we get to other places. But at least she'll be able to do a few bits and pieces with it here. And it saves us from using our lockpicks in the house, which is a bit pointless. We've got one food so far, but we've also got plenty of places to break through and find. So let's just keep working. Arica's quite quick as well, so that should be fine. Hopefully we'll be able to get some lovely stuff from a few of the early places, thanks to Arica. Nice. I do want to upgrade this and get saw blades as quickly as possible. That's a chair. I do think that saw blades are one of the actually underrated things from my first playthrough. Because when Anton entered with 3 of them, I realised suddenly that you could get a whole lot of extra score just from having those saw blades. So it may be one of those things that towards the end, all of our eventual scrap and what's the other thing that they use? Weapon parts. it'll be eventually that we use all of those on saw blades just to get 3 per pop at the end. I did know. I got that from a comment. I will maybe be able to flash that up now if I remember to go into my editing software and do that. Actually, I'll make a note to do that. But yes, that was a really good comment because it talked about the scavenging challenge, which now that I have the idea where you can mark up probably a lot by getting saw blades, I may try and do that again for a longer time period. One sec. So I think that I could try that challenge again with a bit longer period, because that one I was literally scraping through as short as time as I can get. But maybe with a bit of a more intense time, I could start a full-on trading empire. But then again, you do very much rely on RNG of what the trader brings you, so that could fall flat on its face as well. Ooh, nice! That is a good find. I actually am going to just take those. You know what? I'm going to just... Oh, do I take them on the day that I can stay in? If I take them on the day I can stay in, then that's fine. Because then I can heal up and get rid of slightly sick. Because I'm a little bit worried that we're going to end up in a situation with Arica getting more and more sick, and then suddenly the entire playthrough kind of dies. But that's fine. We may actually get through most things today. I think we will worry about this tomorrow. So if we can focus on just the second half of the building today, that'd be good. And then we'll go out on Scavenge for day 1, just to start a little nest egg of everything that we need. We've got a lot of nice parts actually in this place that I was not expecting to see. Yeah, 5 of each. Okay. Did Anton get this much? Maybe he did, because he then used them on the traps. Although you can only get 2, which seemed unfair on him, considering that was his whole shtick. And we never had a problem with food, actually. We wouldn't, like, it got stolen, sure, but that's kind of by the by. I do think the more fun playthroughs are going to be the doubles, where we have where we do pairs of the top and the bottom. Oh, actually, I may do that. I may just use that medicine as opposed to the proper medicine. I can sell the proper medicine for some good resources to the garage. I'm going to know all of the locations that I've got set up for this one in particular very well by the end of these playthroughs. Because, I mean, I'm only on character 2 and I've already got some ideas about some of them. Obviously, we'll do the supermarket as well at some point. Another lockpick and that. I don't think there's anything back there. Anything over here? We could start working on this, but I don't think we're even going to get there in time. I didn't even have a bed today, so it's a good thing we're going out scavenging. We're going to end the day. Day 1 done. We're going to scavenge. Ooh, the garage is already up and running. That is nice. This could actually get me a hatchet, which means I can get lots of wood, which means I can automatically start to prep. So I'm going to actually go to the garage first in a kind of a rogue method. I'm going to give up these, and I'm going to get back saw blades, hatchet, and maybe some other tools. Come back and get lots of wood, and then start to board up everything already. And I need to get some more scrap while I'm out. That's fine. Arica actually has a decent-sized inventory in comparison to Anton, so that should give us a big bonus. Let's go straight and trade first. I don't want to mess around with filling my inventory with other stuff and then not being able to do a lot. Hello, yes, you do have some meds. Take this, and we're going to take this, and we're going to take that, and then we're going to take, if I spam that, good. What else could I do? Ooh, you've got a lot of parts and things. Yeah, okay, I was about to say, your food is quite precious to you, so that's fine. I don't really care about that, but you do have everything else. Maybe some weapon parts? Nice. I could take 3 of those, because those will eventually be able to make more sword blades in the future. If I deal that, let's look at my backpack. Good, I've got a lot of stuff there. If I fill up with the rest of it with scrap, then I can head back and start to really get going on fixing up the shelter. So day 2, we've got ourselves a... I don't need this. I do need just components, because wood is going to be bountiful when I get home. So so if I build up everything by day 2, I'm going to feel in a very strong position. Is there lots of components in here? Yeah, there we go. Up to full. That's pretty nice, actually. Yeah, this will be a very, very nice get in. Cool. Run to the exit. Arica is back. Very, very, very nice. I've always been curious about what happens if you have one person and they don't get back in time. Maybe I'll try to test that at some point. But yeah, but no. Alongside this series, how are you finding those new location tutorials, actually? That is something that I've recently started up, and I was thinking would be quite nice and everything. Of course, we've got contentedness because she has helped those people. We are also hungry today, so I think the plan of action is going to start to be smashing up furniture. And when we smash up some furniture, eventually we'll be able to make some boarding up, upgrade stuff, get a cooker, get a bed, and then tonight we can sleep in with some meds, and we will be feeling bright and cheery come the next day. Cool, let's chop down this one. Oh, as much as I didn't mind playing with Anton, having someone who can actually move a bit is a bit nicer. Because I just remember that whole thing of just when he was ill or down or depressed or whatever, he was just so slow, meaning that everything I tried to do was just 10 times harder. So I think upgrading the workshop and then making a oven and then making a bed is the way to go. Then chop up everything, then try and board up everything if I have time. So can I upgrade this? I can upgrade this. It's actually not too expensive for me to upgrade. Good. I think if I can upgrade the oven as well, actually, like straight away, that could give me a lot of effort as well. Because that saves us a lot of fuel and other stuff in the long run. Maybe an early winter would have been preferable in this playthrough, because once we get the hatchet and chopping up everything, we do really get a lot of fuel. Or it may be that for some of the more difficult characters, I should be careful about that, as in, I'm just going to put that, can I put that right next to it? Is there no, that's it. That's the place where it goes. Maybe for someone like Sveta, who's really going to struggle, if I make sure to only get the hatchet in the winter, she can then smash up everything inside the house for fuel, stay in, hopefully have a gun by that point. So that is going to be an interesting one. I think that's the one I'm going to have to work hardest on to keep it going, because Arica, I'm hoping Arica gets it to the end of this playthrough. I'm hoping that, because if Arica doesn't, I'd start to worry that other people aren't at all. Oh, I actually have 0 water. That's insane. Okay, this is going to change my plan a bit, so let's try and get through everything else. Because normally there is some water in the house before we even start. But the fact is that I didn't even think about that. Also, they don't have to eat. She doesn't have to eat today. She can eat tomorrow. That's an important thing to remember. But I'd rather not, because I'm not going out. I'd rather be able to deal with stuff today. Not feed her, but maybe have everything ready to feed her come tomorrow. Is there any water? There we go. Perfect. As if by magic, I say I need water and I get water. But then again, that's because this is just how this game works. Cool. I'm thinking for this one, unlike Anton, which I actually recorded all in one batch, and it kind of took it out of my voice a bit, I'm going to just record 15-minute snippets, which may end up being 2-day longs. But I'm hoping it won't be as just 2-day longs. I'm hoping to get a few 3-day longs in the end, just to get up to that final period. Because obviously 2 days times 14 is 28, and it's a 30-day playthrough. So we should be therefore in 2 weeks being able to get all of these done with a nice short episodes that you guys can therefore enjoy. Cool. There we go. That's what we want. We want some nice bits and pieces. For these solo playthroughs, because I should probably be doing the smartest thing, which is going from very hungry all the way up to back up to the top hungry, so you can get 3 days. I may try that with Arica, just because it's a way of saving a lot of resources, and if every piece of food counts towards the score, then hopefully that will be a big score boost. Cool. So let's get this up and running. We'll make a bed, and then we can start on these. Oh, I could make all 3, but no, bed is important. From previous playthroughs, I'm not going to put a bed upstairs. I'm going to put the bed in the front hallway. Just because if I need to run around and put stuff in the bed. I'm always unsure if you guys can hear that in the background. I live relatively near to a hospital, so you'll hear a lot of ambulances in the background. But hopefully that's not too distracting. But I hope we're doing all right so far. Arica, day 2, a lot of stuff on the go already. I'll quickly, once I've done this, eat the meds, and then I will start on setting up the first barricade. perfect. We've got some stuff to probably chop up over here for some more wood, so we're not too... it's not no worry about the amount of wood we have. The thing is going to be... did that use up all of my materials? It did. I need more materials. That's annoying. So let's take this. And I think then that will mean that this is the end of episode 1 of Arica's run through. Hopefully this should be relatively straightforward. But yeah, if not, do always give me tips, by the way. Even if they don't impact this character, maybe they'll impact another character down the line. So we are going to send Arica to bed. She's going to sleep through the night tonight. And we'll see you all guys back on day 3 of 30. And hopefully Arica can get a good score. And hopefully Arica can get to the end. So I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ra.